All right, for lesson 6 in unit 2, talking about finding exact answers or estimates. This is just adding and subtracting, guys. Remember, the only difference in adding and subtracting decimals and adding and subtracting whole numbers is that you line up the dot and give it all you got. But you actually do that when it's whole numbers too. It's just you don't have a dot. You're lining up your place values. So if we were subtracting here, we could only subtract the ones place from the ones place, the tens place from the tens place, the hundreds place from the hundreds place. So same way with decimals, you can only add, this is an add, you can only add the thousands with the thousands, the hundreds with the hundreds, the tenths with the tenths, the ones with the ones. That's why you line them up. You keep using those place value charts if you want to. So let's just do exact answers. Sometimes we need to know exactly how big or small something is, or how much something costs, how much something weighs. So we're going to add our thousands. 7 plus nothing is just 7. If that bothers you, if you need a 0 there, go right ahead and put 1. 9 plus 3, 12. So we're going to have a 2. Carry our 1 up there. 6 plus 8 will be 14. Plus 1 makes 15. Carry my 1 up there. 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Put my 7 here. And there's my decimal point that I have to leave in there. So 7 and 527 thousandths. Now, it's according to how you were wanting to estimate. Say you wanted to just know about how many. You want round to the nearest whole number and estimate. Remember, whole number means the ones place. No digits after the decimal, just ones place. So 4 and 63 hundredths. Let's switch colors here so we can see it. We've got 4 is in the ones place. That's the whole number. So I look next door and I have a 6. That's 5 or more. So that's going to bump it up 1. So we would have 5 plus, here's my whole number, 2. Look next door, I've got an 8. That's 5 or more, so it's going to bump it up. So that would make it 3. So if I estimate, it's about 8. Well, 7 and a half, 7.5, 7 and 5 tenths, that's about 8. So exact answer, estimate. Same way when you're subtracting, I can really subtract. But look, I'm going to have to regroup. I can't take 9 ones from 7 ones. So I'm going to do that regrouping. Make this 12. Oh, I'm sorry. Did that wrong. Make this 1. Think about what I'm doing. I'm borrowing one of the 10s and turn it into 10 ones, not 10 tenths. So now I've got 17. 17 minus 9. 8. 1 minus 18. Oops. Can't do that. Going to have to regroup. So take one of those hundreds. Have 5 left. Unbundle it. Turns into 10 tens. So 11 minus 8 would be 3. 5 minus 4 would be 1. So 138. Now, what if I was going to estimate? Well, it's according to how you're going to round it. Maybe you need to know rounded to the nearest 100. If so, look next door. That's a 2. So we're going to stick with 600. Look next door. That's an 8. Oh, bump her up. 500. When I subtract my estimates, I get 100. It's about 100. Or maybe I want to round to tens place. Maybe I need a little bit closer than that. So I look at my 2. Look next door. That's a 7. Oop, that's going to bump it up. So it could be 630. 8 would be my tens place. Look next door. I got a 9. Bump her up. So that's 490. So when I subtract, I got my zeros. Regrouping again. 13 of these. Now there's only 5 hundreds left. So that would be 4 and 1. So look, my real answer, my exact real answer is 138. That's exactly how big it is. But it's close to 100. And if you want to get even closer, it's even closer to 140 because we're going by tens place. So exact and estimate. Sometimes you need to know exactly how big something is. Sometimes you can just estimate. It's a good way of checking yourself.